Do you ever notice how whenever we find a great spot, eventually the wrong people find out about it and it eventually turns into the destination spot of yesteryear? Well, that ain't gonna happen in Vietnam.
Come on. I'm the Travel OG, and I traded in my Hollywood lifestyle for the sexy beaches of Pattaya, Thailand. Zoom to Thailand with your man, Richie Mack, the Travel OG.
Vietnam, a country with a long, complex history, a resilient spirit, and a culture built on discipline and respect. But before you even set foot on its soil, understand this: Vietnam doesn't let just anybody in. Unlike some places where you can just slide through customs with a little more than a smile and a stamp, here you need approval. The Vietnamese government decides if you're worthy of stepping into their house. And if you get in, it's not a free pass, it's an invitation. One that comes with an expectation. Respect the rules, respect the people, or don't bother coming at all. This isn't a land for the reckless. No cutting in line, no raising your voice in the streets, no embarrassing public meltdowns. The usual antics that get a free pass elsewhere, that don't fly here. Vietnam is built on discipline, order, and the unspoken understanding that you are a guest, not the main event. Arrogant, disruptive behavior, not tolerated. They don't just look the other way, they shut it down. This is a place where humility is rewarded and ignorance is quietly but swiftly dealt with. If you're the type who don't know how to act, Vietnam is not for you. But if you're here to learn, to experience, and to move with grace in a place that values harmony, you just might thrive. Welcome to Vietnam, where peace is preserved and nonsense is left at the door. Here's 10 reasons why Vietnam is Pookie proof.
But before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button and the subscribe button. That would really help out my channel a lot. Now, like I was saying, I'm gonna make something perfectly clear. I hate the word Pookie. I actually have a cousin in Chicago named Pookie. I hate that when people hear that name, we think of one particular race or group of people. A Pookie can be from anywhere. Pookie is a slang word for someone without any real home training, someone who likes to bring unnecessary attention to themselves, somebody who sometimes doesn't even know any better. I've seen Pookies from Russia, Australia, England, America, certain parts of Asia. So when I use the word Pookie, I'm talking about everybody. They will come to a stress-free environment and destroy the mood just by their mere presence. A Pookie, or a Klingon, which is what I use to describe them, can be from anywhere and everywhere. I only use that word in the title because people understand slang would know exactly the type of people I'm talking about. Now let's get into it. Reason number one. One of the main reasons why Vietnam is Klingon or Pookie proof is their first line of defense, which is strict visa requirements. Vietnam's visa policy is designed to carefully screen visitors before entry. Half of the Pookies won't make it past the passport process. As of 2025, most tourists require a valid visa to enter, with only citizens from 25 countries eligible for visa-free travel for limited time. This stringent application process allows authorities to thoroughly vet applicants' backgrounds and previous history. So if you have a shady past, or the wrong intentions, or the wrong attitude, or you look like you might even be a problem, you just bought yourself a non-refundable plane ticket back to where you came from. But if you have good intentions, respect the culture, the people, and their traditions, you'll have a great time here. I believe Klingons can be reformed, and it all starts with the attitude. Bringing a chip on your shoulder all the way to the other side of the globe is not going to work. Just imagine coming to a foreign country with an open mind, especially a place like Southeast Asia. The service is excellent, the people are friendly, accommodating, kind, respectful, and polite. And they intend to keep it that way. I don't know if I'm gonna get to number 10. It's hot as shit out here in Kuala Lumpur, but we're gonna keep it pushing. The number 2 reason why Vietnam is Pookie proof: immediate deportation for visa violations. Vietnam plays no games, and they take visa violations very seriously. In 2023, 886 international visitors were denied entry at airports. Just the first 2 months of 2024, 217 more were turned away before they could even pull their sagging pants up. If you don't have a visa declaration granting you entry, they won't even let you on the airplane. Here's another bit of advice. Before visiting Vietnam, make sure to learn the rules and the do's and the don'ts. I might even do a video on this alone. Even though when I got off the plane, I showed them my visa declaration, but here's the deal. Before you enter the country, you have to do a separate visa declaration to the Vietnamese government. They usually respond back within 3 days if you got approved or not. And when you get that approval letter, if you're lucky enough to get approved, make sure to print a copy of it so you can show it to the customs officer. It's always good to have it in your phone as well as a backup, but having it printed up on a piece of paper will make a huge difference and save you time. I'll give you another example. When I got to my hotel, they asked for my visa declaration page again. Sometimes they double check and triple check. You're in the system the minute you get here, so keep that in mind. But if you're not doing anything wrong, they can look at whatever they want. They're not here to harass you. They're just making sure you are who you say you are and you behave accordingly. This is how you maintain order. Without order, you get exactly what you get in the Matrix, which is the reason why people are leaving in droves. So to bring with you whatever everyone is trying to get away from defeats the purpose of leaving in the first place. Overstaying your visa or working without proper permits can result in immediate deportation and potential bans from re-entering the fastest growing country, tourist-wise, in Southeast Asia. Reason number 3 of why Vietnam is Pookie-proof: severe penalties for drug offenses. Unlike more lenient countries, Vietnam imposes some of the harshest drug laws in the world. One of the reasons Pookies, youngins, and Klingons are flocking to my favorite country is because they allow the Cheech and Chong.
Let's smoke that tight stick, you know? Tight stick? Yeah, you know, that stuff is tied to a stick, you know?
Tight stick.
In Vietnam, possession or even a small amount can result in lengthy prison sentences. Drug trafficking can lead to life imprisonment or, in some cases, even death.
And you even think about dying?
In 2024, 28 individuals were sentenced to death for involvement in a transactional drug trafficking operation. People with good common sense aren't willing to take that chance, and neither should you. Reason number 4 for keeping this place Pookie-proof: an extensive blacklist system. Vietnam maintains a comprehensive immigration blacklist. Individuals who have previously violated immigration laws or committed crimes in Vietnam may be permanently banned from entering the country. This system is rigorously enforced at all entry points. Remember, this is a communist country, guys. You're being watched at all times, especially if you stick out like a sore thumb, especially if you like bringing unnecessary attention to yourself, especially if you're loud, obnoxious, and think it's cool to act a fool. This country is on the rise, and it's been through a lot over the last 50 or 60 years, and there is no way, I mean no way, they're gonna let a Spirit Airlines type of crowd in with Carnival Cruise Line intentions. Come out here and disrupt the good energy they have going on? It just ain't gonna happen. Reason number 5, zero tolerance for disrespecting national symbols. If you guys noticed, that Johnny Somali guy didn't try it in Vietnam. Where is Johnny Somali, by the way? I haven't heard about him disrespecting other people's countries in a while. Did they finally lock his ass up? Well, he's an extreme example of what I'm talking about. He's not even a Pookie. He's not even a Klingon. He's gonna pay the ultimate sacrifice with his life or with a gang of prison time somewhere on the outside of America. Showing disrespect to Vietnamese flag, national anthem, or any other symbols is a serious offense. Violators face hefty fines and potential imprisonment for up to 3 years. The law states, and I quote, "Anyone who intentionally insults the national flag, national emblem, or national anthem shall be subject to a warning, non-custodial reform for up to 3 years, or imprisonment from 6 months to 3 years." In the normal world, this should go without saying. You don't go to people's countries and disrespect their flag. But anyway, reason number 6, controlled media and internet. Vietnam exercises strict control over media and internet content. The government has implemented laws requiring social media platforms to remove illegal content within 24 hours and share user data with authorities. This allows for quick suppression of information deemed harmful to national interest. I'll give you an example. I'm a history buff. I was going to do a whole episode about the conflict that happened here 50 years ago and how Vietnam has turned into a wonderful place and it kicked America's butt. And I want to talk about it what it is today, but people were telling me stay away from that subject matter. It's not a good idea to go there. I guess it would be similar to like a British person or a French person or maybe a white person from Alabama going to Ghana to make a slave movie. Probably wouldn't go over too well. Reason number 7, strict drone laws. The use of drones are heavily regulated in Vietnam. Flying drones without proper permits can lead to confiscation, fines, and potential legal consequences. I was gonna buy a drone and fly here in the Philippines and Malaysia for my Zoom Fest promo. When I saw how strict they were about this, I said, I'm not getting my drone confiscated. I'll just get to a hotel room with a view and make it work. Actually, when I was standing on the balcony of my hotel, there was a drone hovering over my room, and I got to thinking, I thought you couldn't use drones here. Then I was like, maybe that's Big Brother watching. So I waved hello, slid back in my room, and started minding my business. Here's reason number 8 why Vietnam will remain Pookie proof. Strong cultural identity. Vietnamese people take great pride in their traditions and customs, making it difficult for foreign influences to significantly alter their way of life. The emphasis on social harmony and respect for elders helps maintain order and traditional values. Now don't get me wrong, they like hip-hop just like everywhere else. However, it doesn't dominate the culture like everywhere else. Reason number 9 why Vietnam is Pookie proof. Limited English proficiency. While English usage is growing, many Vietnamese, especially outside major cities, have limited English skills. This creates a natural barrier to excessive foreign influence and helps preserve local culture. 10 years from now, who knows? The younger kids saw me out here with my camera and they were interacting with me and enjoying the fact that my brother was out here doing his thing. But the country as a whole stands firm on its culture, in my opinion. And finally, here's reason number 10 why Vietnam is a no-go zone for Pookies. Strict public behavior laws. Vietnam has regulations against public indecency and disruptive behavior with major fines for violations. For example, public intoxication can result in fines, detention, or deportation for repeat offenses.
Travel has a way of humbling you, of reminding you that the world is much bigger than your neighborhood, your city, or even your country. It teaches you to listen more, to observe, to appreciate the nuances of culture that existed long before you arrived and will continue long after you leave. Vietnam is one of those places where respect is currency and wisdom is earned, not given. It doesn't ask you to change who you are, but it does ask you to be better, to move with intention, to recognize that you are a guest in someone else's home. And if you can do that, you'll find a world of incredible food, breathtaking landscapes, and some of the most welcoming people you'll ever meet. If not, well, let's just say Vietnam has a way of making sure the wrong ones don't stick around for too long.
And since you stayed to the end, if and when you decide to come to Vietnam, email me and I will help you with the visa process. And if you want to have a one-on-one consultation with the Travel OG, hit me up. zoomtothailand@gmail.com. Once again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, hit the share button, and join the Zoom to Thailand Patreon if you haven't already. They keep me on the guardrails here on YouTube, but on the Zoom to Thailand Patreon after dark, I can express myself a little better. You dig? So that's all I got for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this informative video. And with that being said, you know I got 2 more things to say, right? Theme music.
Zoom to Thailand, hope you coming too. Richie Mac, travel OG with celebrity interviews. Get your passport, let's go. This is what you need for show. Brothers in Thailand and bikini babes at the beach. If you need more, he got it poppin'. Caddy of the day, we golfing. Really ain't a better option. Time to travel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's connect. Richie Mac, yeah, we steady vibing. Take a journey, let's get moving, cause we zooming right to Thailand. Hey, Richie Mac, travel OG, let's go.
If you guys have any clips or anything you want me to respond to or anything that's going to keep the conversation going, enlightened, fun, educational, man, please email me, zoomtothailand@gmail.com. Zoom to Thailand is my official handle. Zoom to Thailand IG, Zoom to Thailand Patreon, Zoom to Thailand Cash App, Zoom to Thailand Gmail. Everything is Zoom to Thailand. So make sure you guys support the movement. Keep the love going. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. God bless, and I'll see you later. Peace!
Don't forget to subscribe for my channel.